Northfield. The big boy's coming in. I'm about an hour or so early. I'm gonna go video that old railroad station while I wait. So if you're a Milwaukee Road fan, this station was built in 1888 for the Milwaukee Road. Let's go over there and look at it. So they're restoring this old station. So it's $10 for a tour of the inside. So hey, I can't resist. I'm gonna go on a tour.
Okay, and now is the 1888 depot. If you want to come over here, I'll show you what it looked like originally when it was across the street before we moved it. We had to move it because it was scheduled for demolition and we had to move it off of the railroad tracks. And the not off the railroad property. So we raised money to move it over here to the west across the street onto city land that was given to us for the depot to save it off of the railroad property. This actual property had been given to the city years ago because there used to be tracks here and they had never done anything with it. So we moved it across the street and we've been refurbishing it since. When we got the depot, it looked like this. It was 1944 renovation. They lowered the ceiling 2 feet, put in tile ceiling. They covered all of the original V-board with plaster and plasterboard. They removed all of the trim off of the doors and the windows and the crown molding, and they covered the original maple wood floor with 1 inch of concrete. Put their trunk into the baggage room, came up the steps, came into their own waiting room, went to the ticket window for the men, and waited there and then had their own exit door.
So the women had a waiting room and the men had their own waiting room.
That's right.
Separate.
The men's were over here and women's here. There was a door in the middle, but I don't know what the rules were.
That's awesome history.
Yeah, and I found a dissertation called Separation of the Genders in the Railroads.
Oh.
We found were long boards like this. And we finally figured out it was the crown molding at the top.
Ah.
And you see if you put, and so I painted a couple of boards and we could figure out the exact size of the trim that went there. So that's what's up there.
Thanks a lot for the tour. It was awesome.
Oh,
So what do you think of that, huh? It's all Milwaukee Road. Yep. Well, wouldn't you know it? It's gonna be an hour late. But hey, since I'm making a video of this depot, what do you think of my new hat? Yeah, that fits, doesn't it? Sure does. Call this an intermission. Hey Todd, thanks so much for the hat. I received it the other day in the mail. I'm going to put a link to his YouTube channel. It's Todd Hein's Epic Marx Trains. He's one of my little railroad buddies. Well, he's not so little, he's pretty tall. Thanks, bud. Oh, check this out, will you?
Drag coolers over, make it.
Is that cool or what? Now that's art.
Wait, why don't I put some more?
That is art. I just love that.
We should have a little plaque. There will be a plaque for him.
This even gets cooler.
Yeah.
This even gets cooler because a 14-year-old kid designed this.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome, you know, for an art project. That's cool. So what are you going to be selling here today?
Just some water for a
Water?
fundraiser. Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and put this on, or you want me to go ahead and pinch your shirt?
Is that fundraiser part of the Save the Depot?
Yeah, exactly. So
Great.
we've gotten donations for water, and all the money's going to go for.
Hey, I just met the lady that designed their Facebook page and their website. And hey, she's another one with a plethora of knowledge about this. I just had a great conversation with her. Anyway, I'm going to put those links in my description. So make sure you check those out and head over to their website and their Facebook page. So just for some more recent history, still years ago, this railroad station used to sit right over there. And it was said to be too close to the tracks, and it was scheduled to be torn down when this organization decided that they wanted to try and save this depot and restore it. So I'll pan around now so you can see where it is now. It's been moved, like I just said. And that's where it sits now. CP had sold the railroad station to the organization for $1, and the city of Northfield sold them the property for $1. But they had to have enough funds to move the station. So that's just a little bit of history of how this got started. Normal.
Come on, big boy. Watch the pops. The pops will tell you how much he's putting into the